안녕하세요 from Korea. Welcome to Next Matchup. Today I'll show you how to make this dish. It's Dotorimuk. Dotorimuk is acorn jelly. So we're going to take acorn powder, turn it into this jelly, and then I'll show you this beautiful sauce that we're going to put on top that goes perfect with it. Let's begin. The trick with using acorn jelly powder to make acorn jelly is to use a 1:6 ratio. So half a cup of acorn jelly powder, and we're going to then mix it with 3 cups of water. So you can adjust it based on that. You want to use a cup of acorn jelly powder, then 6 cups of water. Of course, that would be a lot of acorn jelly. Best thing about acorn jelly though is it's also very versatile. There's a lot of different dishes you can make, and you can see some of them on my channel. Remember, every week I post a new Korean dish and there's an acorn jelly recipe, so check those out. Now this is important, this part here, give it a stir, don't skip this step. Stir it up, make sure all the acorn jelly powder has dissolved, or at least as much as possible. Give it a whisk if you want. Then you're going to strain it and get rid of any lumps. If you don't do this step, you'll find that when you cook it, it's more likely some sort of lumps of acorn jelly powder will be in there, and they harden up. They cook a little quicker and get really hard. So when you slice your jelly at the end, you've got these big, gross, like really hard parts. So strain it, then put it on boil. Make sure you're using a low heat. Okay, lower than you might think you need, but not too low. And then just keep stirring it. Essentially, you just want to sit there and just stir and stir and stir, and it doesn't take too long. This only took me about 5 to 7 minutes. When it gets to the point where it's thickened up, add the salt. When the first bubbles appear, basically, once that first bubble is there, you put the salt in, stir it, and you're going to stir for at least 1 more minute, or about 45 seconds depending. Just keep an eye on it depending on how hot you've got, but just keep it stirring. At this point, you'll see lots more bubbles appearing, and you're basically ready to go. You can do it when there's bubbles like this, and then go a little bit longer to get a better sort of thickness to it. Otherwise, it might be too runny. Just don't burn it or end up with lots of clumps. Cannot stress enough. Keep it stirring. At this stage, just fill up your bowls that you're going to use, let them cool down, and then you're going to place them in the fridge overnight so it can thicken up and become jelly. Give it a little bit of a wipe down. What you could also do is put a layer of plastic on it, and that'll stop it thickening up too much on the edges. The edges can sometimes get a little bit thick, so you can add that step in as well. Look, there's mine when it's all done. Now, surprisingly, it comes out of the jar really easily, or the bowl. I didn't do anything to the bowl to prepare it, I just poured it in. The jelly just sets well and comes out very easily. Perfect, look, easy, super simple. Look at that beautiful sort of glossy finish. That's when you know it's good. And you want to check the inside of these to make sure that there's no big thick pieces. And of course I know that because I've done it the wrong way, where I skipped that step earlier, and I had little chunks of sort of darker colors, and they're quite hard and really ruined the acorn jelly consistency. We're slicing this up. Depending on what kind of bowl you use, your jelly will look different. Mine is a little bit sort of thinner, not as tall. Now let's make a sauce. This acorn jelly dish is really simple. It's just acorn jelly and a sauce. So use some chives. These are good. The more the merrier for the chives. You can add more than that if you like. Sugar, red pepper, mirin, and some sesame seeds, and then soy sauce. And give it a mix. It's that simple. This is a really tangy sauce, and you need it because acorn jelly is a little bit bland. And there, serve it just like that. It's that easy. You want your acorn jelly pieces to be sliced a little bit thick because they're quite difficult to pick up with chopsticks, so a good way to do it is sort of just stab them. And if they're too thin, they just break apart too easy, and they're really difficult to eat. So slightly thick, slightly long pieces that people can sort of dig in with their chopsticks a little bit easier. Let's see how it tastes. So how does it taste? Okay, let's get in here. How do we do this? Hardest thing about eating acorn jelly is picking it up. So my trick, stab it. Let's just do this. Let's get this big piece. Ooh, there we go. Oh, make sure it's got lots of sauce on it. Oh, it's falling. Oh, There we go. Stamped. Ah. Mmm. Oh, I made that perfectly. Acorn jelly by itself is a little bit bland, for my taste at least. So a really spicy sort of thing with a bit of these sort of chives in it and delicious gochugaru or red pepper makes this perfect. Oh. You could take out the sugar, but I find just eating it now that sugar gives it that sort of bit of extra kick to it. That goes very well with the spiciness. If you like spicy food, if you like healthy food, this is the one for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Every week, I post a new Korean dish. And this week, it was acorn jelly. What will it be next week? Who knows? Alright, 안녕히 계세요. Thanks for watching. It's good.